needed to do this, but this one might just need some more connections. Same for this one. Number of sockets? No, I'm going for the socket connection. Connections. I need more connections, so I can connect things. And okay, and oh, items currently equipped. And there's probably gems on it. Like, it wouldn't matter anyway if they are connected or not. It just wouldn't work. Free. Got to be kidding me. Unbelievable. Alright.
Still working on it, Poe.
So, what was it? Any more jewelries, orbs? So, and where's the other one? There we go. 4. Alright, let's try it again. It's a pain. Look at this. All the resources are gone now. Okay. Linked sockets. So maybe there's a level restriction on the amount of links you can have. Equipment, active support skills. No. Corruption, jewel orb. No, I need the one that changes the item level. Number of sockets needs an item level of 50. It has already 6, so that's it. Act 6. Then the links. Generally, the order in which skill gems are linked only holds importance for trigger gems and for rounding the mana cost. The order for sockets used is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a 2 shape. The multiple trigger gems are socketed in several equipment items. The order will be... Wait. If multiple trigger gems are socketed... Oh, okay. Main hand, amulet, helmet, offhand. Why? Okay. Main hand, amulet. Yeah. Main hand, amulet, helmet. Why this way around? This... Why not go for main hand, helmet, amulet, offhand, then it goes back to body armor, gloves, boots. They forgot the rings. All right. So unique items related to divination card. I'm looking for the sockets. The socket colors are commonly represented as links. Trigger gems, orbs of fusion. The number of links can be reforged using an orb of fusion or with Boriti's craft bench. Boy. The assassin. Alright. Currency discount. 20 orbs of fusion for 64 jewel orbs. That's like a third. Interesting. Able to create a large hideout, 7 masters. Able to... Able to craft sockets on a corrupted item. And Borisi craft sockets on items regardless of the item's level. As Borisi levels up, more craft options get available. 6 linked sockets. I need 1,500 orbs of fusion in order to make this instant. 1,500. Unbelievable. In order to make it 100% certain. Alright. Wow. that tells us actually something about the chances of just using link orbs of fusions here. But alright. Can we know anything more about this? Obtaining, spending. A test involving 100,000 orbs of fusion calculated that 836 to 1,244 average 1,000 orbs of fusion are needed to 6 link a 6 socket. Okay. 20% quality item with a 95% confidence interval. What do they mean by this? This translates into a 77% chance to 6 link within 1,500 orbs of fusion. I don't have that many at all. I thought it was like, yeah, alright, let's just... But it's... Okay, let's call it a shitload. Because that's what you need. You need a shitload of orbs of fusion in order to do this. If you are lucky, you can reach it within 150 orbs of fusions, 5 linked sockets. But not... I was actually pretty lucky of having 4 of them linked. Now it's only... Okay, now it's still 4. And 2 separate. The other one was 4? Wait, how was it? Yeah, it was also 4. Was it? No, it was 3. I got one additional one here, but... Ugh. Not cool. So yeah, what about my mana? Herald of Ash goes up there. Herald of Ice, where are you? Goes up here. Which makes it possible again to use more mana in a fight. That is awesome. Actually, except for the damage that goes down, but I don't give a shit. So... then I have Herald of Fire... Thunder. That one has to be down here. Or somewhere else. So let's wait a second. That one wouldn't work. Let's take anger. I can't use anger anyway. Actually I don't use anger and or hatred. So lesser poison goes down here. This is again Iron Will. Leap Slam. So hatred and anger. Both of them are kind of interesting. I have to keep them around. Oh, so many gems. So yeah, heavy strike. Heavy strike doesn't really work as I intended. And burning damage. Nice and all. That's one. Item level 40. Sockets. Alright, what was it? Minimum item level 50. Wait. It says it needs to be item level 25 for a 4-socketed item. But does it also apply for items that can only harbor a maximum of 4 sockets? Multiple support skill gems of the same type can only be It's possible to apply a single support skill gem to multiple active skill gems at once. Multiple support gems of the same type are socketed in the same link the highest level support is used. Alright. So 25, the magic number. Okay. I need to add... What is it, this one? Before just the number of sockets on an item. Oh god. Oh. 1, 3, 1, 4. Haha. Oh, sweet. Whew. Now I just need some different colorings here. Where is it? Shift. Yes. So I need... Oh! One of them. That's the wrong one. That's blue. Ah, green and... that's a good one. So... Alright. Leap Slam is something that doesn't need to be triggered by anything for now. Burning damage. Who knows? Flicker Strike. The... almost same. Multi-strike. What do I do with you? No idea. Alright. Yeah. Thunder Herald. Also separate. Then I could go for what? Nah, I need something that just improves or gets triggered by something. I need something that gets triggered! Elemental damage with attack support. Let's see what we have. Oh, sucker.
I am sin, thief of virtue, and it is mine to take what I will from the defeated, to make a gift of it to the victorious. Alas, your mortal frame cannot withstand the unfettered fire of deism. It would turn your blood to mist and scorch your precious flesh black. So choose modestly and choose wisely, for there is much more at stake here than your little hopes and dreams.
Sounds like I can get a... okay.
I have another deity in mind who could be persuaded to donate a little essence to your ongoing edification. Abarath, a deranged old goat with a thirst for human souls, whose cloven hooves now stand astride the old prisoner's road. Have you ever tasted a soul, Beastlair? No, I imagine not. The poets all speak of sweet souls, bitter souls, enlightened souls, and twisted souls. You know what most of them taste like, really. Regret, with a lingering aftertaste of should have known better.
Okay, and Abereth.
A renowned alchemist, eroded by his lust for distilled spirits, and not the alcoholic kind. Abarath the Scholar King, dancing upon a stage of chemicals and fire. He used his knowledge to burn away the flesh so as to liquidate the life force within, a libation he consumed with both frequency and alacrity. It started with animals, goats specifically, and thus his own cruelty became his curse. The Scholar King became the Cloven One, quaffer of souls. Some say he turned to the dram of man in order to cure himself. I believe his thirst simply grew with his burgeoning immortality. And perhaps he still retains some of his scholarly nature, for he seemed fair determined to share his hard-won wisdom. He took himself a princess, a lovely thing from a local tribe, and 9 months later she gave birth to something rather unlovely. The Fawn, as wild and wicked as the shaggy god himself. Schooled in his father's ways, the Fawn would carry off many more virgins in his time. And thus, the race of goat men found their footing.
Okay. And what about the Puppet Mistress?
The Puppet Mistress was a revered matriarch who nurtured her tribe into greatness through love, peace, and fecundity. That is, until her children were slaughtered by Tukohama's brave warriors. Dissolution and desperation, they do troubling things to the spirit, and given enough time, what one believes, one becomes.
Whoa, and who's Ryu's lover?
A maggot that festers and writhes in the fetid mud of the wettest lands, Rislatha, the white worm, that corrupts the very earth, while her heart yearns to replenish her slaughtered brood. Hers was a prolific tribe once, fat with peace and fecund with love. Then Tukohama's fire swept across her sacred land, and her children were butchered by the madness of war. Now the immortal mother has one waking thought. She will also ensure that her children are never harmed again. How? By making everyone's children her children.
Okay. That's interesting. Pantheon, what does it do? Use this panel to switch god powers. You may only have one major and one minor god power active at a given time. The major gods appear up the top, the minor gods appear below and are smaller than the major, of course. And it kind of, yeah, moves to the left, it seems. You can unlock Yuga powers by defeating them in battle, and can enhance these powers by capturing the souls of certain bosses in game maps. You can only change which god powers you have active then in towns or hideouts. And this one, not good. Okay, no requirement. Soul of Tukuhama, the minor god. While stationary, gain 2% additional physical damage reduction each second up to maximum of 8. Oh yeah, gain 2% additional physical damage reduction each second, up to a maximum of 8. Okay, that means I have to wait on point for 4 seconds, which no one does in a boss fight. While stationary, gain 0.5%, capture towering ancient. Okay, while stationary, gain 0.5% of life regeneration per second, each second up to a maximum of 2 seconds. So again, 4 seconds have to be stationary. I just clicked on it, something happened. Interesting. Maybe I got the buff now, who knows. It's nowhere mentioned. And she just... Oh, okay. Now she's in the center, which is good. Neat. Right, can I talk to anyone else
Welcome.
here? No.
Still working on it.
But why is she here? Why is she not on the boat anymore? Come on, tell me why. So, gems. Trigger gem. So there are 2 here, there are 2 over there, and what about these ones? I'm counting 3. There seems to be either a new trigger gem, or there's one missing on the wiki. Curse on hit, like that. It's just one of the most interesting triggers that I see here. Must support both a skill that hits enemies. Actually, I could go with Ice Crash on top of here, then I could go with a curse bonus, and then I can trigger a follow-up curse with a bonus on it too. Must support both a skill that hits enemies and a curse skill to work. The curse will be applied when enemies are hit by the other skill. Cannot support totems, traps, or mines. Minions cannot apply curse this way. So... cast when stunned. That's some kind of safeguard thingy. As I said. While channeling, same. What else was it? On death, same. Cast on critical strike. 20% more damage. What about this one? Supported skills. Apply supported skills on hit. You cannot cast supported curses. Supported skills have 50% reduced curse duration. I'm not interested in the duration itself. This gem can only support skill gems requiring level 38 or lower. Supported skills deals 70% less damage when damage taken. Okay, so this is not a gem that is supposed to deal damage. Let's hope there is one that works like that. Cast on melee kill. 20% more spell damage. What might be interesting? I could use it in a boss fight, then there are like multiple spawns coming up. Animate guard. I could go with a whole lot of animated weapons and guards and stuff. That would be really interesting. So, yeah, what was it I wanted to do? First of all, let's get this curse thingy. Curse on hit. So, this one will be up here. And, what was it? Minions cannot apply curses this way. It's a summon flame golem. It's not the way it works. Alright, so Ice Crash goes up here. No, and that's a nice sign. But wait, there's more. And the rest. Summon. Where's the summon? They just switch places. Is it the golem? The golem only has 1 life leech. Life leech works. Roughness support is only for the active, and elemental damage for attack skills. Okay. So this is a curse. Now I need a curse. Let's look for curse. So what kind of curse do we apply support curses, plural. Must support both a skill that hits enemies and a curse skill to work. Curse will be applied with... Can I use 2 curses at once? That would be awesome. That would be really nice. Supported skills have 50% reduced curse duration. Because you cannot cast supported curses. Plural. Supported skills apply supported curses. Plural on hit. No deeper explanation there. Good. Blasphemy support. Supported curse spells are cast as auras. And curses all targets in an area, increasing the physical damage and damage over time they take. Damage over time, that will mean fire damage in particular. Cursed or poison and stuff. Cursed enemies take 20% increased physical damage, increased damage from damage over time effects. Curses all targets in an area, making them less resistant to fire damage and giving them a chance to be ignited by fire damage. I could go with flammability in this one. That would just shred. Alright. Frostbite. No, that was the elemental weaknesses. But it's good that they at least have that sort of thing. I could have a multitude of elemental resistance. Okay, actually, having them lose 20% of their elemental resistance is a good thing. Very good thing. Like, okay, think about it. Let's say they have 2000 resistance points or so. Then they would end up with the 5th less, which is 400. So they would end up with 1400. But if I reduce the elemental resistance by a 5th, that would also mean that my elemental damage increases by 20%, right? Or at least not my damage in general, but compared to them in a bit. So if I would focus on lightning, that would be good. This is general thingy. Curse enemies have 80% reduced accuracy. Critical strike multiplier, reduced critical strike chance. Curse enemies deal so and so much less damage. That would be very good for a boss fight. That would be really good for a boss fight. That could help me so many times. Assassin's Mark. Curses all targets in an area, making them more vulnerable to critical strikes. Killing the cursed targets will grant life and mana, and the chance to gain a power charge. But only if... Let's check that out real quick. I need this one. I need the critical strike chance. There we go. Main hand critical strike chance, 6%. I can hit them every second or so. That means times 10 seconds it would take to get a 60% chance. That's a bit less. Once again, look for curse. So, what else was there? Assassin's Mark was this one. That one was supported curse spells are cast as auras. Supported turning them into auras that will apply their effect to all enemies in an area around you, like that. Ooh. Mana reservation override 35%. For every aura? Thing is it every aura or not? Anyway, vulnerability. I don't deal that much physical damage now. So, curses all targets in an area, slowing them and making effects on them expire more slowly. Reduced effects on curses against players. So enemies are slower. Other effects on cursed enemies expire 40% slower. That's totally unnecessary with that thing. Hits on curses all targets in an area, making them easier to pierce, increasing the damage they take from projectiles. If I use this every so often, and use the minions in between, and they deal damage with projectiles, I can kind of walk around this. Curse all targets in an area, making them less evasive. Hitting the cursed target will grant life and mana, and killing them will result in more fast charges and a chance to gain a frenzy charge. 5 life and 5 mana when hit by attacks. By any attacks. That ooh. But I don't have a green there. Too bad. Don't have a green. But I could change the color of this one. Oh no, damn it. The thing is, I need the active skill and the rest too. Oh, oh! I could use this in conjunction with a herald that automatically hits whatever is nearby. That would be interesting. All right. Supported auras do not affect you. But preventing it from affecting you at all. Cannot support curse auras or other auras that only affect enemies. Cannot support totems. Curses all targets in an area. Curses them to grant a buff to anyone they hit with melee attacks. The buff grants more melee damage and increased attack speed. Warlord Smart curses all targets in an area, making them more vulnerable to stuns. Hitting the cursed target will leech life and mana and kill them. So, this is interesting. Cursed enemies grant 2% life leech when hit. What do they mean by 2%? 2% of the damage or 2% of their health? There we go. Leech life is recovered over time. Multiple leech can occur simultaneously up to a maximum rate. But nothing mentioned about where the percentage is being applied on. Cursed enemies have a 21% chance to grant an endurance charge when slain. Cursed enemies have an additional 10% chance to be stunned and 21% reduced stun and block recovery. So I could use something that stuns and or blocks them. Because of the percentage lifesteal, I can use something that deals high amounts of damage at once. That would also apply, but life and mana leech on it. Could have also used this one, the same. And it doesn't even deal more damage. It's just there, really. Okay. I could just go for elemental weakness anyway. Let's do this. So... if you hover over them, you see what the connection is. That's interesting. That one is connected with this one to that one. And Anvil is totally left in the dark. Strength damage bonus applies to spell. Elemental weakness. Do I have something that is... This one is elemental weakness, but it's not even considered to be in there. Yeah, doesn't work like that. Summon flame golem. There's a poison thingy. What was that? Mana leech support. Trap support. Nope. What's this one? Rain of arrows. No. Slow projectile support. Left projectile speed. More projectile damage. That is actually nice. Swift affliction support. More damage over time. What's this one? Cold penetration. Okay. We have something like mental something. More chaos damage, reduced elemental damage. And elemental hit. A standard attack with any weapon that adds damage of a random element. Can deal fire, cold, lightning. Stuff, and has a 10% chance to freeze, shock, and ignite. That's actually quite good. Right? Freeze, shock, and ignite. But it needs an attack melee fire thingy. I have no idea if that could be used on minions or not, because they attacked. Your melee weapon strikes any enemy, converting physical damage to a random element. Then, depending on the element chosen, it releases a fiery explosion, an arcing bolt of lightning, or an icy wave. 100% of physical damage converted to fire, cold, or lightning. 2 additional projectile. Wild strike projectile, attack, melee, light. It could be anything. It's just a wild card, basically. Projectiles pierce all targets. That's cool. Huh. And I would like to see the ice crash using this. Would have been so cool. Alright, where's my golem? My golem is over there. How would I put the golem? The golem is up here. Let's put the golem up there. And the golem doesn't do a thing. Golem is... there we go. This one's poison. Okay. And wild strike. Doesn't work on the golem, as I thought. So... wait a second. Then, depending on the element chosen, it releases a fiery explosion, arcing bolt, da 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 da. So it changes all the time. Chains plus 4 times. That's so nice. I could use it on a jump. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna use it on the jump, I think. So, supported skills repeat 2 additional times. Ooh, yes. Oh, wrong one. And they can go up here. And wild strike, lesser poison, and this one. They go together. And wild strike is... oh, wild strike is inactive. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Interesting. 1,400 damage. That's strange. Damn it. Projectiles pierce all targets. 130% base damage. Flicker strike. Vortex speed deals base damage. 10% increase attack speed offensive charge. I need something in the reds to make this one more viable here. What about burning damage? Ice crash would still deal that. More burning damage, but it doesn't deal burning damage at all. Applies link curse on hit. Fire damage. Da, 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 da. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3, so it's 7. Same thing. Let's ignore that. 2 times iron will. Quiet strike. Let's go. Poison, wild strike. No, what wild strike might need is some chain. What is it? Some chain reaction. Something like this. 4 additional projectiles. Or less damage with hit. Sports gets chain 2 times. Poison on hit. Okay, okay, okay. Just any stun threshold. Or physical damage, maybe. No, no, no. But I don't have any reds here. I need more greens, to be honest. Far more greens. So where is this thing? P and free. Both of them work. Interesting. But if I use chain 2, I can't use chain 2 times. So flame golem. That one would benefit from it too, which is good. If I just go with the chain of it. That's the thing. It gets chained, but it deals 46% less damage. But I have to level this up anyway. Now let's see. Yep. Alright, let's take this over there. Whoa, difference in damage. Very interesting. We start with 1 into 3, and this one is 17 and 26. And then you still have 1,000 something health. That's strange. Alright. Oops. Fire damage, flame totem. Could go with more AoE. Actually, no. That would be so interesting if that works. I could put, yeah, I could put the flame totem up here and just buff it up as much as I can. What is it? There we go. Life leech is on it. Then physical damage is lightning. Don't need that. I have 3 times. Wait. Ah, quality 5. That's slightly better. I should upgrade this when I can. Alright. Reds. More elemental damage. Yes. Wait. With attacks, not with skills. Doesn't work. It's melee. Life gain again. Name. More physical damage. Used enemy stun. Projectile attacks make with supported skills. Strength damage bonus. Let's see. No. No one is again the nice heal. Wait, what? Flame totem. Life leech. Life leech works for some. Okay. Because this one is again an attack. Ugh. Alright, what about iron will? Works. Then this one is again a melee. Doesn't work either. That one is an attack. Fire and support. More burning damage. Yeah, there's no change. Good. Just having more fire damage would have been better, right? How much is this? 864. 762. Let's change it like so. Alright, now. I got ice crash. I still need to improve my ice crash. More elemental damage. Yes. Nice. And what else do we have? Not much. Not much. Well, I do use the leap slam more often. So I can put it over here, but then what other skill could I use? I could try to get at least one other link in here. Ugh, that's so iffy. A lot of ice. Oh wait, that was something like animate armor, right? So we're looking for animate armor. So animate a melee weapon or armor, attaching it to an invisible guardian that fights by your side, animating multiple items attached to them to the same guardian. You cannot animate unidentified weapons. Can use item requiring up to level 33, and minions attacks deal 22 to 34 additional physical damage. I could take this and put it up here. And now I have another minion. So, yeah, and it works. Perfect. What about this one? Greater multiple projectiles. I can stay there. Click the strike. Yeah, just so I can level them up in the meantime. Damn. What else could I get? Just some bonus here. Multiple projectiles, multiple projectiles, multiple projectiles. Let's see. Red. We have any buffs also? BUFF. Herald of Ash. Vigilant Strike. For how many seconds? Can't be evaded. Attacks the enemy with a powerful melee strike. You gain the 45 buff, granting. The cooldown can be bypassed by But for how long do I get the 45 buff? Grants 45 buffs, 20% reduced damage taken from hits, and I'm pressing the plus button for some reason. Buff. Punishment. Kills all targets and no, we don't need any curses anymore. Discharges endurance charges, making the character invulnerable to physical damage for a short period, proportional to how many endurance charges were expended. Only problem is I have no idea how to get... Well, there are some endurance charges, I just have to look for them, but not right now. Let's look for projectile. So, ranged attack totem. Totem lasts 8 seconds. Summons a totem with supports any... Wait, where's the flame totem again? Was it here? Yeah, no. Flame totem. 2 additional projectiles. Totem lasts 8 seconds. I have too many skills. Not as much, not as many buttons. Summons a totem which uses the supported skill. That's iffy. Can be used with melee weapons. What about this one? Flame totem? No. Molten strike? No. Actually, molten strike would... but I don't use it, do I? And another flame golem. Iron grip strength bonuses? No. Tile... No. Oh, any bow or 1 attack skill. Okay, let's just ignore that then. And get the Iron Will bonus on it. And maybe Heavy Strike over here. Alright, by the way. 9% increased physical damage. Do I have another one? Maybe. Alright.